At Amplify, we are getting rid of all banking fees, so you have a little extra to sprinkle around. No fees equals more sprinkles. Amplify.
My name is Mindy Hofman, and welcome to the Women of Austin podcast. Today, we have Christi Cuellar Lotz with us.
Hi, my name is Christi Cuellar Lotz. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm the Director of Development for Ballet Austin. It is such an honor to be invited to participate in this podcast. I think it's so cool what Mindy is doing, bringing these great women together to tell all of our stories and hear from each other, learn from each other, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and just proud to be a part of it. Hey, Mindy.
Hi, Christi. I really appreciate you being here with us. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
So we got introduced through a mutual friend, and she told me about this wonderful woman who works at Ballet Austin and all the great things that you do there. And we got to know each other, and I am so excited to have you on here to share all the things that you've taught me and about Ballet Austin and you.
Sweet,
and
thank you.
Yeah. So how long have you been at Ballet Austin?
14 and a half years, if you can believe that. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Nice. And so you have the location downtown?
That's correct.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So at 3rd and San Antonio, we moved into that location, I want to say in 2008, I believe. It was right before I started.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you've been there the whole time. It's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I had nothing to do with it, but it is wonderful. We really enjoy it, yes.
Oh, that's great. And then, okay, so you're downtown, and then you guys are a nonprofit.
That's correct.
Yes. Okay, I was surprised to learn that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're one of the many arts organizations not just downtown, in Austin, actually, that are nonprofit organizations. And so my role actually at Ballet Austin is the development director. And a lot of people are like, what's development? Yeah. So I am in charge of fundraising. So that is what we, put together with the ticket sales and the classes that we sell, that people come and take from the community, in combination with what we call contributed revenue, which are donations that individuals, corporations, foundations, all kinds of places make to make us whole as a nonprofit organization.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that.
Thank you.
And so I know you guys have an annual gala, which I can't wait to talk about, but you mentioned here, Light the Holocaust and Humanity Project.
Yes. So backing up just a little bit, we do 5 major productions a year with our main company at the Long Center. And this year, Light, the Holocaust and Humanity Project is one of those productions. So it is a ballet that we are performing at the Long Center in just a couple of weeks here at the end of March. But it also is a larger community conversation that we do. So Light was created by our artistic director, Stephen Mills. And it is the story of one woman's survival story in the Holocaust. Her name is Naomi Warren. She passed away just a few years ago, but she was living in Houston for a number of years. And after 9/11, Stephen was kind of grappling with his role in the world and creating ballet and what really mattered about all of that. And so long story short, he met Naomi. She really implored him to tell her story. And so that has become the ballet. And that ballet has actually been performed around the world, around the country, in a number of different cities, including in Israel a number of years ago. So for the past couple of months, since we've decided to bring it back to Austin, the past couple of months, we've been having other dialogues, other events around basically the protection of human rights against bigotry and hate. So it's a big topic.
Yes.
It's a lot. But it's just been an incredible couple of months watching sort of the community come together and hear from different leaders, different community leaders, both locally and nationally, talking about this and bringing light. Not to be, that wasn't on purpose, but that was to bring more awareness around this topic. So it's a very important project for us as a company. We do consider ourselves a human rights organization as well, and along, with this work, a lot of things that we do in the community are around that. So,
wow, yeah, that's amazing. That is very important.
Yeah,
it's a very important topic.
Well, we're proud to be able to do what we can. I mean, it's one small thing, but we hopefully, are bringing more awareness around that. So it's an important time for that right now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So do you help develop so you do the fundraising, right?
That's right.
Okay. So then I know you guys have a really big board of some amazing people in
do.
town. And so it seems like you guys have a lot of wonderful supporters.
We do.
And I just think that's wonderful. If someone listening hadn't really known much and they wanted to get involved a little bit, do you guys have volunteer opportunities or like small ways to start to get involved?
We do. We have lots of ways to get involved. We actually have an organization as part of Ballet Austin called the Ballet Austin Guild. So it's a number of individuals. It used to be all women. I mean, now it's women and a handful of men, but they're a wonderful group of folks who get together and help us in a number of ways. They set up all of the merchandising when we sell, like at the Nutcracker and the theater.
Oh, yeah.
And then for our Mother's Day weekend production this year is Cinderella. So they'll be set up selling merchandise there. They go to market. They do, I mean, it's a huge operation. It's incredible what they do. And then they also help us with other things throughout the season. We have our Nutcracker school shows where we welcome children from around Central Texas to come watch part of the Nutcracker. And so they usher for us.
Oh, nice.
And so that's just a couple of examples of what the Guild does. They do a lot more. And then, there are other opportunities to volunteer throughout the season that we have. And then, being a donor at Ballet Austin doesn't mean you have to give thousands and thousands of dollars. We invite gifts from any amount is really a wonderful piece of support for us. And we'll really try to, bring you into the family and enjoy having your participation in any way that is possible.
I love that. And I like the reminder that any amount
Of
is,
course.
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's great.
So, yeah.
Did you think that you would end up in working for a nonprofit when you were?
Not at all.
How'd you get here?
It's a long story, Mindy, but I'll try to tell it quickly. So I grew up a musician and played the piano and played in band and orchestra and things like that, and really actually thought about majoring in music in college and was kind of steered another direction. Just parents are wonderful and want you to be stable and be able to make a living. But so I actually ended up majoring in engineering, believe it or not, mechanical engineering in undergrad. But I did all of the music stuff on the side. I was doing that all through college too. So that was a lot of fun. But learned pretty quickly that wasn't really my path after I finished. So I came back. I was at the University of Texas for undergrad, and then I came back again to Austin to do a master's degree in business, and kept moving in that, in that sort of that different direction, but worked for a consulting firm for a couple of years. And I like to say I had my early midlife crisis at 30. And so by the time I hit 30 and I still wasn't married, I didn't have any kids, I really didn't have anybody to worry about but me, and just kind of decided that it was time for me to change that path. And so I went back to school a third time and finally got that music degree that I was thinking about all those years before.
Yes.
Yeah. So
third time.
Yeah, third time's a charm, I guess.
Yes.
So I didn't know what I was going to do with that. I didn't know if I would teach or what would come out of that, but kind of stumbled into fundraising actually. And so being able to combine the business background and the problem solving background with client service that I had done in consulting and getting to know people and working with people was really important to me. So I kind of landed in nonprofit, first working for a private school in fundraising, but always kind of wanting to get back into the arts, which is where, my heart was. But now being able to make that happen, I don't have to dance or anything like that. So you don't want me to do that.
Do you still do music?
I do some. Yeah. I've been playing with a community band and a community ensemble in Austin from time to time. So not a lot, but I still try to do it a little bit.
That's amazing. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
It's good for me.
Yeah. Well, it's like art and all that. It's just good
Yeah,
for your soul.
it is.
And
It
you
is.
get to be around it a lot.
I do.
And
Very
so
lucky.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Now, do you so you used to travel a lot then for your consulting job.
Yep.
Yeah. So now you're here,
I'm here.
and like you get to get your roots down,
Yep.
and that's amazing.
Be in Austin. I really
Yeah.
love to be in Austin. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of being an Austinite?
Oh gosh,
That's a big question.
that is a big question. I don't know. I mean, I've really actually enjoyed watching it grow, and I think just everything that it offers now. I have a child, a 12-year-old, and so getting to see the opportunities for her going through school and in the community to do different things. I love that we have such a vibrant downtown. I love that I can get to it. I feel like I live in South Austin, but I don't. It's different than much larger cities, I think, even though everybody complains about the traffic, and I'm probably one of them, but I feel like we can still get around pretty well in Austin. So I just love everything about it.
Yeah. I agree with all that. And it is a great place to raise kids.
Yeah.
It's really special, and all the parents and everyone and teachers and the community that helps support the kids, I just feel like is really special here.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
If you live in Austin, you need to know about Dr. Brooke Stubbs. Brooke is a double board certified physician who's changing the way people approach their health. Whether you're looking to lose weight, boost your energy, improve your gut health, optimize fertility, address the signs of aging, or just feel better overall, you should check out her practice, Rooted Femme. It's your one-stop shop for lifestyle counseling, concierge medicine, and aesthetics. You can learn more or request an appointment at rootedfemme.com. That's ROOTEDFEMME.com. Introducing the new Women of Austin community. You asked, we answered. We have created a special online community where we can stay connected between events without the distractions of your typical social media platforms. You'll find exclusive content, in-person member-only events, discounts from local businesses, and so much more. Become a founding member today at womenofaustin.community.com. Women of Austin would like to thank our community sponsors. Hot Works Austin Lakeline at Anderson Mill Road and FM 620. Dave's Ultimate Automotive. Visit davesultimateautomotive.com and become a part of the Dave's family today. Magic Robot, magicrobot.com. Elite Marquee and Events at Elite Marquee Austin. Hi, my name is Mindy Hofman, and I'm the founder of Women of Austin. Thank you so much for joining us. I was so excited when I met Christi, and she agreed to come on the show so we could get to know her and learn more about all of the incredible things that Ballet Austin does, both under the roof and in the community. I wanted to talk about your big gala.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so it's coming up.
It's coming up. It's, it's in less than 4 weeks now. So it's on April 15th. And it's called the Fete. So Fete is French for party. And then that started it was before my time at Ballet Austin, so probably 16, 17 years ago is when they started calling it that. It used to be a Nutcracker Gala. It was always done right around the Nutcracker. And then it was then it moved to the fall where it kind of would kick off the social season. And then COVID kind of threw us off a little bit on timing, so this will be the second time that we've done it in the spring. Stay tuned. We might kind of be heading back towards the fall sometime soon, but we'll see. But yes, it's our only fundraiser of the season. I mean, obviously we're doing fundraising all year long, but this is the one big event that we do. And then, so Fete is the beautiful black tie dinner and program, auction, all those wonderful things where folks come and hopefully help us raise money for Ballet Austin. Fetish, it was kind of the tongue-in-cheek way of bringing in a more affordable ticket price, a younger crowd, and we started that also like 13, 14 years ago. And it happens on the same evening, and Fetish just starts a little bit later and is a big dance party, and so that's kind of where we like to call it the naughtier side of the Fete and the scratch on the record. So depending on what the theme is, we'll play with it and have get a little crazier after 8 o'clock.
So, that's so fun. And is it the same location?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Great.
They're adjacent ballrooms, so they happen right next to each other and then combine. So after Fete is finished, we kind of open that wall up and the two parties combine, so it becomes one big bash.
Oh my gosh. But that's so much fun.
It is.
Definitely have to check it out.
Yeah, you should.
That's such a great idea to have something to get the younger people involved too. I mean, the older people too can be, just going to
they rock on too.
Yeah. But I think that's really smart. And so do you guys sell out usually, or how does
we usually do? I mean, we have a nice big space at the JW this year, so we'll have a little more room if folks are showing up. We do usually sell the Fete tables out pretty early, but Fetish, because it's a little bit more casual. It's not casual, but there's not a seated portion of that, so it's easier for folks to be buying tickets up until the last minute. But we try to, we get pretty close to selling it out. It's a lot of fun, folks.
Yeah, what a fun way to raise money.
Yeah, we used to have more of an after party that started later, and we just found that kind of, it had been done a lot, and people were kind of getting away from that. So we decided to kind of kick it off a little bit earlier and keep it going. Yeah.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to check that out. So I'll put the link to get the tickets in the show description.
That would be great. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
Of course, of course. So then, what about classes?
Classes.
Are they open to everybody?
Absolutely.
Or how does that work?
So there's kind of two parts of our school that we have at Ballet Austin. There's the Ballet Austin Academy, which is classical ballet training from literally 18 months old, like mommy and me classes, all the way up through pre-professional. And so that's a tuition-based, ballet class. Yeah. We also have the Butler Center for Dance and Fitness, which I love because it is classes for everybody. And we have all kinds of classes. You can come take ballet. We have absolute beginning ballet. It's literally called that. Like if you've never danced a step through, more advanced ballet, but we also have fun classes like hip hop and Bollywood.
Really?
And we have a lot of dance fitness classes, cardio funk, which is very fun, and lots of different things like that throughout the week. We also have this wonderful Pilates center. So we have a state-of-the-art Pilates center with reformers and certified instructors that are teaching Pilates reformer classes. And then there's also mat classes, of course. But the Pilates center is a wonderful place to get a good workout. And the Butler Center, those classes happen 7 days a week. So, and they are literally for everybody. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So if someone wanted to do the classes, I will also put the link in
Please,
the show description.
Well, just the website. You can find everything on the main website, but yes.
And then are the classes all day, like morning to evening?
They are. And so, you can imagine, we see a lot of folks come in after work. A lot of downtown dwellers really enjoy coming because it's right there, but we have parking available also that we can, that we help with. But yes, they go into the evening. I think there's a hip hop class at 9:00 a couple of times a week at night. Yeah. But you can also come during the day. So a lot of some of the other classes happen during the day if folks are able to do that.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
What about summer camps for the kiddies? Do you do anything
So
like that?
there's a summer intensive program with our Ballet Academy. We don't have as many camps in other areas, but the Ballet Academy is in full swing. Mm-hmm. And so students come in to take the summer intensive from all over the world, like 4 or 5 countries and all over the country. So there's an audition process for that that's probably happening right now if it didn't already. And then I think there's a couple of different age groups that come. So, but that's mostly focused in ballet, the summer piece of everything. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I admire dancers. It's just, and especially ballet.
It is. Yeah. For sure. It's I forget all the numbers and stats. My Cookie Ruiz, our executive director, she knows exactly the number of hours that it takes to perfect something. But yeah, we have all of the training that really leads up to being able to be a professional artist is pretty intense. So yeah.
Yeah. Wow. What was your what has been your favorite moment as the director? Like, is there something special that stands out to you? Like maybe a successful fundraising year or event or?
Probably, and just as you were saying that, I feel like I actually stood in the audience as the curtain went down this past May. We did Swan Lake over Mother's Day weekend, and just sort of the emotion of having been able to do a full season on stage again after being away from so long. It was one thing. We did go back in September of 2021 and started, we did a full Nutcracker and people came and it was incredible. But I guess just kind of holding your breath through that entire season, not knowing what was going to happen next and not knowing, are we going to be able to continue doing this? Are the dancers going to, I, as a development director in a dance company, heard from other colleagues around the country who had to shut their Nutcrackers down early because dancers would get sick. And then, that was still, there was still a lot going on with COVID at that time.
Yeah.
So just to get through the whole season and see the curtain come down and have an audience in the theater was really, I don't know, probably the most gratifying thing to just say, we got through it.
You did it.
And we're back. And
you
so,
did it.
Yeah, it was a lot. But that was probably a recent memory that was really special. For sure.
I love that. Well, congratulations on getting through the whole year.
Seriously,
Yeah, here
it was
we
a lot.
are.
It was 18 months not on the stage, so it was a lot. A long time. Yeah.
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 Well, that is about time. I told you it goes fast.
It does.
Yes. But is there anything before we wrap up that you want to let people know about anything coming up or what you
Just
guys
to look for us. We're, we've got a great website and lots of different programs that we're doing. We do a lot in schools and a lot in the community, and a lot of folks don't always know about that. So just always want, to be aware of that, but obviously want folks to come out to the shows and see us at the theater. We do have Light coming up at the end of this month. And then, of course, I was mentioning Cinderella. That is over Mother's Day weekend. We always perform over Mother's Day weekend with some beautiful story ballet that's, for the whole family. So, definitely come out and check it out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you. I
Really appreciate your
it.
time and
It's my pleasure.
getting your schedule, working with me. We got here.
Not at all. We did.
It's been a week.
It's a beautiful spot. So
Yes.
thanks for having me again. I
thank
appreciate it.
you.
Yeah, for sure.
To learn more about Christi and Ballet Austin, be sure to check out the links in the description. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much for joining us today on the Women of Austin podcast. A new episode premieres twice a month right here on the Women of Austin channel. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you never miss an episode. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at women_of_Austin. My name is Mindy Hofman. I hope you'll join us for our next episode of the Women of Austin podcast.